What's up guys, it's been a while. I got my Steam Deck. I am streaming it to my computer and my computer is running the Steam Link client so that I can screen record the gamepad UI. That and it being 720p is why it looks so bad. This is the main screen. You have your Wi-Fi up here, you've got your settings in here when you click on it. Up at the top there's a search button and an on-screen keyboard. You can use to look at stuff and search for stuff, right? If we hit the three dots, I think they call this the quick access menu. That's where you see the battery life and the performance overlay and stuff like that. You go to advanced view, we have the frame rate limit. Half rate shading. It affects quality a little bit, but it saves battery life. You can limit the TDP by watts here. Just pick a wattage to limit it by. It's extra tuning to save battery. You can manually clock the GPU frequency, again extra tuning. You can change which scaling filter it uses to upscale anything. We have linear, nearest, integer, and then AMD's FSR. And when you select FSR, you have the sharpness setting for FSR. Then we have this toggle that lets you toggle this display so it shows up in Steam. And you can see it right there. Brightness, but it does what brightness do. It adjusts the brightness of the screen. Then we have the audio, the sound out, and then the microphone. We've got rumble and haptics, airplane mode, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and then night mode. And then you can report a bug straight here. There's a tour you can replay. There's the manual, and then a link to the help site right there. So that's the quick access menu out of the way. Let's hit the Steam button. We got the Steam menu. We have the home screen. That's what we're on right now. The library. It's the library. This is where all your games are. We have the store. You know what the store is. Friends and chat. We know what that is. Media. That's where all your screenshots are gonna be. Downloads. This is just the download screen. Settings. This is where all the stuff is. All right, so you have whether you want your time and date to be 24-hour or 12-hour. You have what time zone you're in. You have the language and system settings. You can force check for updates here. You also restart. Right, it'll be a button right under it. And if you hit Y, you can see the patch notes, which is sick. You can switch to the beta channel through here. In here is how you'll format your SD cards. Then hostname, that's what it'll show up as like on your router. And then all this other stuff. And then you can factory reset security. This is where you turn on the lock screen at if you want it. Wi-Fi is where you turn on Wi-Fi. Man. Notifications, you can change notifications here. Display, you can change night mode, how tinted it is. You can change all this stuff. Reset when the display dims, and yeah, and then adaptive brightness, you can turn that on and off in here. And audio, yeah. Bluetooth, yeah. It's Bluetooth. Controller, there's a you can change dead zone and haptic settings in here, and then there's a tester in here. Keyboard, you can pick keyboard themes in here. Every single one of these applies to desktop mode also, except default theme. That's a bug. I don't know when it'll get fixed, but yeah, that's a bug I've noticed. Yeah, all your keyboard settings, friends and chat settings, download settings. Family sharing stuff, remote play stuff. And then storage, your SD card. If you had an SD card plugged in, it'd show up in here too, and it would look like this. Home and the library. Oh, there's a window switcher here. You hit the Steam button, and then in the games menu right under exit game, if there are more than one window open, there's windows you can switch to there. Yeah, okay, so if you want to use FSR on anything, in this battery tab, in the quicks, you want to make sure your scaling filter is set to FSR, and then lower the game's resolution in the in-game settings. And that's how you use like global FSR. Yeah, if the game does have FSR built in, just use the built-in method. Yeah, and then over on this tab, power, sleep, shutdown, restart, those do what you'd expect to do. And then switch to desktop, that will log us out of this session and switch us to the desktop. I'm not gonna do that because I'm recording streaming through Steam, so that would stop my stream. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you had fun watching this. If you liked it, like the video and subscribe. And I will see you later.